Hey guys, how's it going? We are back for another Q&A and we got him to join us again. We are going to make this one short and sweet because I need to get ready because I am leaving town on Sunday. We are filming this Friday evening and there's going to be one less video this week coming up. I think on Friday we're not going to post. I did not get enough videos filmed prior to me leaving and I'm going to be gone for like 7 days. So I will be in Michigan. I think the time that you guys are watching this, Monday, I will be in Michigan because I'm leaving on Sunday. So one less video this week. You guys are watching this Sunday. Sunday, and I will actually be already in Michigan at time. You guys, actually, I'll be on my way to Michigan the time this comes out. But I will be out there for 7 days, and we did not get enough videos filmed. I did not get enough videos filmed. So I got the whole week, last week's filmed, and then I got 6 videos filmed, Q&A plus 4. I got 5 videos filmed in total. I got Q&A plus 4 videos. So we are missing Friday, and so I am sorry about that. But while I'm in Michigan, I have a plan for filming everything out there. We're going to be filming as much as possible. I'm going to be filming as much as possible. And then I'm so excited to take you guys along with me for that. There's going to be some behind-the-scenes stuff and
some
antiquing stuff, lots of antiquing stuff, lots of antiquing videos, and lots of plant videos, and then a couple garden tours, which I'm also really excited about to take you guys along with those. So the videos from last week were the Q&A, which was treating the pathways for jumping worms and do I ever go thrifting. Then we did the best performing plants and why you need them, turning Goodwill finds into cottage garden treasures. Another project starts in the garden, which is where we took out the back deck. The gazebo has seen better days. It's coming down. And then the new gazebo, which is what we were sitting under, went in, which is really exciting. And it was not planned, not budgeted for, but it kind of had to happen.
It's working out well.
It's working out well.
Now we have misters and lights and fan and all of
TV, and it's perfect. Yeah. You ready?
Ready. First video from last week was treat the pathways for worms. Do I ever go thrift shopping? And the first question was from Marie. And she said, Robbie, will you be filming your visit to the Found Cottage Mercantile in Michigan? I went last year for the first time and it was fantastic. I purchased 2 antique vintage pine dressers and had shipped. The vendor Canvas and Cargo actually offered shipping. So it's great this year the event organizers are offering that option for shipping for all vendors.
I will be filming at the Mercantile, and you can actually use Robbie McMenomey. And if you buy your ticket online, they're $5 cheaper online than they will be at the door. And if you use Robbie McMenomey, it'll save you an additional $1. So you'll save $6 for that than paying at the door. So it's worth it to buy it online in advance. I will be filming. I am going with one of my friends. I'm very, very excited about it. And I am happy that they're offering shipping, but also slightly terrified because my thought process is going to be, well, if I buy one thing and I'm going to ship one thing, I might as well ship 2 or 3 things. So we'll see how it goes. I am a little nervous because I have no clue what it actually costs to ship anything. So like if you guys have shipped things like big pieces of furniture or anything like that, I would love to know like how much it actually costs because I have no clue. Like am I going to buy a $500 piece of furniture and it's going to be $500 to ship it across the U.S. because that's no idea. That's going to suck. Yeah. We'll see what happens.
Yep. And the next question from that video is from Colleen. She said, hi, Robbie and Brent. Have you tried a mole sonic spike to stop the moles? They work well.
We have tried them. We actually have some in our garden. And they work well for like a very small area. We actually, where our side yard is, our fountain area, we were having a ton of moles and gophers over in that area. And we put in, I think I put 3 spikes in over in that area. And we actually haven't dealt with them in that area. But you have to have a lot of them in one area for them to work. And we just have, we would probably need like 30 or 40 of them at least on our property.
Yeah, I was thinking we'd need a couple dozen at least.
Yeah, so, and they're really loud. We found that the ones that are the one that worked the best were the ones that were really big, and I want to say it was like $24 for 2 of them or something like that. And those are the ones that worked the best. The little solar ones, we actually had gophers and moles go right up next to those ones because the vibration just wasn't strong enough in the ground for them, I think. So
yeah, and the big ones were like D-cell batteries. They were
Yeah.
large batteries.
Yeah.
But yeah, and they're still working.
They're still working.
We still have them plugged in, and they go off, and
Mhm.
you can faintly hear them.
Yeah.
And it doesn't bug the dogs.
We only have 2 of those ones, and those ones work great.
Yeah.
But you can hear them, and I couldn't imagine what our property would sound like with 40 of them. That would be terrible.
True.
I don't know. I'm gonna try just putting things in wire baskets from now on. I think that's gonna be our best bet because it is a real issue.
Yeah, we see them popping up all the time.
Yeah, you'll see this coming week. I might be losing a couple pretty big ticket items.
Yeah. And the last question from that video is from Stacy. She said, "Have you thought about using a dimmer for the chandelier?" Yeah, we've used dimmable LED lights, so we should be able to. Originally, I just used the switch that came with that box, just because it was easy to buy it as a kit. But yeah, that's a great idea. We'll just switch.
Should have put in a dimmer.
Yes.
We should have.
Yeah, we should have.
Yeah.
So that'll be next.
But it came with that light switch, so that's the only reason.
We had so many things going on that it was just the quickest, easiest solution at the time. We didn't know how bright it would be. And it's definitely a little too much. It's a little too much.
Yeah. Which is really funny too also. So I wanted to say, I had talked about how on camera, the one chandelier looks really tiny on camera. And it looks like we need like 2 more chandeliers or a much larger chandelier in there. And Jalen, my sister, she had seen it on camera, and that's the only time she had seen it. She actually hasn't been up here in like a month until she just came up here. And she was like, yeah, on camera, it looked teeny tiny. It didn't look big at all. And then she's like, but in person, it's literally the perfect size for it. Which, like, in person, it's like a really good size for it.
Yeah.
So it is kind of funny how the camera, like...
It changes perspective.
Yeah.
And our next video from last week was the best performing plants and why you need them. The first question was from AJ. It said, how often do you fertilize a gomphrena?
That's a you question.
Oh.
Have you fertilized it?
Yeah, of course.
That's part of your weekly?
Yeah.
He fertilizes every Friday. He does that.
Because most of our gomphrena, though, is right next to all the petunias, they do get fertilized. I don't think if they were in a separate location, I probably wouldn't put as much time or energy.
We have the other ones. I guess those are also next to
they're still next to the petunias, yeah. So I always just hit them while I'm there. Anything that's kind of a big bloomer or a real showy flower that puts a lot of energy out, I try to give it a little bit of fertilizer every week. So every Friday, try to go through either with a watering can or the sprayer and try to catch all those hungry flowers.
He enjoys doing the fertilizer. I don't enjoy doing the fertilizer.
I don't know. It's very relaxing for me. It's kind of just tune out and just enjoy it.
Well, usually you throw in headphones and you'll go do all that.
I listen to music and I'm just wandering out here all by myself. So
Some ABBA.
Probably, among other things, yes. The next question is from Cynthia. And she said, "Hi, Robbie. I'm in Zone 10A, Southern California, and I'm curious how long do you run your irrigation during our hot summers? You just mentioned twice a day, but for how long?"
So when we're over 100 degrees, our irrigation goes off twice a day, so morning and night for 30 minutes. So 30 minutes morning, 30 minutes at night. It doesn't go off longer than that, does it?
No. The emitters for all the garden, the flowers and the plants is about 30 minutes, 32 minutes, I think, to be exact. And the lawns are shorter.
Much shorter. Lawns don't need...
No, 10 minutes or 12 minutes, I think is what they're at right now.
But that's because a lot of water is coming out. So that's the reason that the lawns get less time. All of our rest of our property, all of it's on drip tubing. So it needs to go longer to get a good amount of water. So if say we have a 1 gallon per hour emitter that's on there and we have it going off for 30 minutes, that plant is only getting half a gallon of water. So that's why it goes off for longer. 30 minutes. And then we'll bump it down to 15 minutes morning and night. When we get cool again, when we get in the 70s, we'll bump it down to 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes at night. And then, honestly, our irrigation goes off pretty much year round, except for when we have a lot of water. But we also have the Rachio system, which has been really, really nice because it'll shut off if it sees your 10-day forecast. If there's rain happening, it turns off.
Yeah, like a day or two before the rain, it stops. So it also judges or looks at
wind.
It looks at wind. It looks at a lot of other things in the
The
weather.
Rachio system's been really, really
Yeah,
nice.
it's nice. And you can override all that, and you don't have to use any of those features. They're just smart features. So
And it's nice because you can control it all from your phone. You don't have to go down to your box or anything like that.
right. Yeah, in our case, our little control box is in the basement, and it's really not very convenient to run down there. So doing it from your cell is amazing.
Yeah, so I mean, you just kind of play with it. I mean, it took us a while to figure out how long. Everyone's different, but over 100 degrees, ours is 30 minutes morning, 30 minutes at night.
All right, the next question is from Mary. She said, does Nepeta catnip attract stray cats?
It does not. Nepeta is cat mint, not catnip. So related, but does not attract cats. So you don't have to worry about that. So you can plant it, and it won't make cats go super crazy or anything like that.
It still smells nice.
It still smells really, really nice, though, too.
And the next question is from Kathy, and she asked, could you add some hanging teacups in the aviary?
We could. It would actually be really cute. But I don't know. I don't think those birds need it. But it would be kind of sweet.
Yeah.
Hanging up high in the very top of it.
Mm-hmm. It'd be cute, especially, well,
It would
if
be
we can
cute.
get them high enough so that they feel safe, and
Mm-hmm. And then we could put millet up there on that for them.
That's true.
Millet is like their favorite thing.
Yeah, that's their junk food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want to say too on that, there were a lot of questions, and I don't think we pulled a question about it, but the teacup, the Irish teacup that I did, and I put the hot glue on it. That teacup is down. It's not hanging in the tree anymore. It was not going to stay in the tree because of the hot glue or anything like that. It's now going. It's an inside teacup now. I took the hot glue off of it. It is a very expensive teacup. I think it was like $30 online for that one teacup to buy it.
Yeah.
So for everyone who was worried about it, I took the hot glue off of it. That's why I used hot glue instead of the E6000. I was originally going to use E6000. And then I had looked it up because I was like, this teacup feels special.
Yeah.
And it was a special teacup. So I did just put hot glue on it. The hot glue is all off. It is fine. It's a safe teacup now. It's inside. It's not hanging. I think you saw in like one video last week or two videos, it was hanging up in the tree. But that was just because I got photos and I didn't take it off that day.
Yeah.
But it is inside. It is safe. I do promise.
And the last question from that video is from Joey. They said, love the idea, but will the hot glue hold up in the heat of the summer?
I guess I just kind of addressed that a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, no, the hot glue would definitely melt in our area. So that's why using the hot glue for that project was not what I really recommended. I did recommend using the E6000 because that is a very strong holding permanent glue. The wreath form, the hot glue, I mean, the wreath form is probably not one that I would use all summer long inside because the hot glue would definitely melt sitting.
Yeah, it would just be a seasonal decoration.
Yeah, it'll be like a fall seasonal decoration for sure.
And the next video was another project starts in the garden. And the first question was from Vicky. She said, just asking, you walk out the door every day. How do you miss the black Mondo grass dying? So sad.
Well, we actually walk out the back door and we don't see that area. That area it's around the corner and it's kind of a hidden area. It's not something that you see at all. I will actually show you the view that we see. So this is our view right now and you can't see the black Mondo grass. It's tucked around the corner. So you never see it. You walk out this door right here. If you look that way, you would never see it. And then we have our window right there from inside and you don't see the ground from inside the house right there. So you really never see it, ever. And usually we don't walk that way to get to our backyard. We come in and out through this way. Don't mind all of that. But we never see the Mondo grass. That's how it died. So it really wasn't like we were neglecting it or we saw it dying. Usually if we see something dying, we do something about it. Or if we see oh, there's no water to that, we do something about it. But that specific area, we don't see it.
Yeah, it just happens. And when we have, 2,500 emitters floating around here in drip irrigation, and I am out there probably once or twice a week trying to catch them all and trying to catch anything that goes awry. But sometimes when we're so busy, there's a little patch, especially since that little patch, that area has never had anything really growing in it. I don't pay attention. I blame myself because I should have seen it. I'm the one who does irrigation most of the time. So I missed it.
I also blame you.
That's fine. I'll take that. I usually pay attention, but I missed it. You know, we get busy and other stuff's happening.
It
And
just wasn't even
building
something.
gazebos and greenhouses and whatever, and get lost in the shuffle. So yeah, it's a bummer.
We'll take the loss on that one. I will say most things that have died this year have been due to pests in our garden.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, this year's
we've done a
been-
great job at not killing things this year.
Yeah, we've
The
had
pests
some,
have done a great job at killing things this year.
Yeah, they've been practicing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're definitely amping up their game.
Yeah, they are. Next year is going to be wild.
Yeah. And the next question from that video is from Rubu. And they said, "Hey, Robbie, question. Does that little area you just mulched not line up with the house? It looks kind of out of place."
It does not line up with the house. I have a plan, and I swear I have a plan for it. Brent also doesn't like it, but I have a plan for it. I do promise. Eventually, let me pull the camera up and I will show you. Eventually, all of this is going to be a cement patio, a beautiful cement patio. There's going to be a area right here that's kind of a little like landing pad like we had with the deck. And then I didn't want the walkway to be so wide, otherwise that would be absolutely massive. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna show you guys. So you're gonna come out and then this is your walkway, not this, because I want there to be a landing pad right here out this door and everything. And it would feel weird if you came off the landing pad and then this was the walkway right here. So you'll come off, there'll be a little railing here and then a little railing all the way around, and it'll be open where the walkway is gonna be, because there's gonna be a walkway there, and there's gonna be a walkway here, nice and wide. That way I can have something here, just kind of like framing the walkway. I swear, I do have a plan. I have thought it through, I promise. So I promise it's gonna look weird for the next year. I do promise that.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit before we do concrete. Yeah.
At least a year.
And the last question from that video is from Alice. And she had asked, could that lumber you removed be sanded and used for the bench in the greenhouse? The underneath still looked good on camera. Love you guys, and your garden is beautiful.
That's your expertise.
Yeah,
It probably could be used, but
it wasn't pressure treated. It was just cheap
pine.
construction grade lumber.
Yeah.
And it had been outside for years.
Like
we were going to
5
use it for
years.
1 year.
It's supposed to be a 1 year.
And
at
the wood that
most.
we've used on that landing was recycled from another project to begin with. It was used the previous year for something else. So it definitely got its use. But
Yeah.
by the time we took it out, you saw it was just rotten. Almost all of it had
Somebody
bugs
asked
in
if
it.
I had used the easy button, like the Staples easy button.
Oh, that's right.
Because it just like disintegrated.
It did. It just fell apart.
Yeah.
We knew it was going to fall apart.
And that wood it's soft.
Yeah.
It's definitely got like dry rot to it. And
Yeah.
I think it's at the end of life. I mean,
Yeah.
like some of it could probably be like chopped up if we needed like pieces of wood for certain things. Yes, there's probably a few pieces that are salvageable. We did chop up the ones that were really, really bad, and they're sitting in the fire pit for when we have a day that's not 100 degrees. We're gonna have a little bonfire, which that would be fabulous
Yeah.
for.
Especially if it has termites or anything
I
else
don't
in
think
it.
it's termites. I think it's just dry rot.
It's just old.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
old.
And the next video from last week is "This gazebo has seen better days. It's coming down." And the first question is from Christy. They had said, "Is it true to say that anything you're buying for your garden is a tax write-off for your business now? Sorry, taxes are not my area of expertise, but I imagine it would be."
Taxes are not my area of expertise either. I tell Brent, I'm the talent. So most things now are technically a write-off, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's still money that we're paying for these
Yeah.
things. So like, yeah, it sounds great. Oh yeah, we're able to write it off or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's just still not money that we have in our bank account.
Right.
So
We've still spent probably more than twice what our taxable
Yeah.
our tax would be anyway. So
yeah.
it doesn't matter.
I mean, yes, a lot of things are taxable write-off, but there's also certain things that like they would be like, yeah, no, you're not writing that off. So yeah, some things like the greenhouse will probably be able to write off a good chunk of that,
Mhm.
but then we're also adding it to our home insurance and having to pay insurance on that, and
Mm-hmm.
it's very, very complicated. But it is nice because like when I go plant shopping, I'm like, oh, we'll just take all of it. It's a tax write-off.
Mm-hmm.
It's a write-off.
It's still garden math.
It's not a write-off.
That's
I
garden
mean,
math.
it's still money out of my bank account regardless. It just means I don't pay that much more in taxes, but we still pay.
And the next question from that video is from LaDawn. They had said, question, have you thought to attach curtain rods and curtains to the fence behind the arbs? That way you can be private while still seeing the arbs and other plants. I know that you will plant something that'll show in between the sofa and the arbs.
I actually just ordered some curtains. They will be here tomorrow. We still need to buy a curtain rod, but I did order some curtains. They're like made out of like outdoor fabric and got like Velcro, so easy up and easy down. And what I would like to do is attach the curtains so they're inside. They're white, but they're like white and kind of sort of sheer. Like when the sunlight hits them, like you can see through them ish, but they're not sheer. But I ordered 4 curtains for this back wall, so we'll see how that works out. So I'll have 2 curtains on the left side, 2 on the right side, and we'll do a whole video once I get back from Michigan installing them and installing the curtain rods, so you guys can kind of see how we're going to do it to create a little bit of privacy in here. And the biggest thing, and not even the privacy right now, it's the sunlight that comes in at the very end of the day, and it just cooks. So that's kind of the biggest issue, is the sunlight coming through.
We get so little rain here that rain's never really too much of an issue.
Rain's never an issue here.
We
have cushion cover. We have like furniture covers, and we've
used them one time or two times.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so rare. And even if we do get rain, it's not always terrible. It's never harsh.
We never get rain in the summer. This is the first year we've ever gotten a rainstorm, and it was like maybe like 30 minutes of like, we got like maybe like 1/10 of an inch of rain at most during that. It was like everything was just wet. It's like we don't get rain usually until October, and then it usually stops April, and like it's not much rain that comes. Well, do you know how much rain we got last year?
I don't remember.
No.
We usually get less than 36 inches a year. So.
Yeah, it's really not a whole lot of rain that we get here.
Yeah.
So that's why we have to run irrigation so much, and that's why we don't have grass pathways, because otherwise we'd have to have irrigation for our pathways. I just saw somebody who had like the most beautiful, just like green pathways, and they just don't have to have sprinklers, because they were saying, oh, you know, it's been a couple weeks since we have had rain. Oh, I wish.
Yeah.
I wish. Yeah, so we don't get rain, so we're not worried about curtains or furniture getting wet or anything like that. The biggest issue is that hot sunlight.
The sun.
But we will be putting in curtains.
And the last question is from Maureen. They had said, just a quick question. Yes, buy the new gazebo while it's 50% off. But why are you going to build it now if you're going to have to move it again when you pour concrete? Wouldn't it be better to get the concrete done first and then put the gazebo where it's going to go and the outdoor kitchen, etc., in their final spots? I understand it gives you a shady space, but you're giving yourself more back-breaking work by having to move it twice, no?
Yes, but one project costs $900 to do right now, and one costs $9,000 to do. So that's the reason that we bought it and put it up. And our other gazebo was not going to last through the winter. So I could have bought this gazebo and just left it in the box for the next year, and then paid $250 for a canopy top for that gazebo, and still had to take that gazebo partially down to put the new canopy top on, and then put that gazebo back up, and then we just would be stuck with this giant box in our driveway for the next year. So
yeah, we have no storage.
So now we get to enjoy this gazebo for a year. I mean, yeah, we'll have to move it, but
yeah, I'm not afraid of moving.
It's not going to be that big of a deal to move this at all. We will have some friends come over, help us move it. We'll pick it up and slide it over that way. And then the guys can come in with equipment and pour it and then move it straight back.
Yeah, it won't be an issue.
It's not going to be an issue, I don't think, at all. But I mean,
we just didn't want to lose the use of this area. Yeah, this is kind of our favorite space year round.
Yeah.
I spend nearly every day out here at some point, sitting out here working, talking right here. So to lose that space and have to be somewhere else, it doesn't work. Yeah. It was just best for us. It'll work fine.
Yeah.
We're strong.
I'm strong.
Well, I'm wearing my back brace. I'm strong.
And then before we do move on to the next video, I do want to say, because there were a couple comments about it, there was a few people who said something, so I feel like I need to address it. But I don't want to pull anybody's specific comment because I don't want to feel like I'm bullying or picking on anybody by picking their comment. But I did refer to our neighbor, I talked about how we had issues with our neighbor and how I'm pretty positive that she poisoned our trees and how she would yell slurs over the fence, and I said that she was a good Christian woman, and I talked about all of that, but I am not the one calling her a good Christian woman. She would constantly stand on her back porch, and she is the one who would use the term that she is a good, devout Christian woman, and that we are going to HE double hockey sticks, and that we are the F words. And so
once a week or more.
Once a week or more.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't me just saying, oh, she's a good Christian woman. And I was not picking on anybody's religion or anything like that. I will also say I grew up in a very religious household. My father's side of the family, very religious. My mother's side of the family, very religious. I went to a religious school. It's crazy. My mother's side is Christian. My father's side is Mormon. And I went to a Seventh-day Adventist school. I'm very well versed in religion. I'm very well versed in the Bible. I know many people who are religious who are very, very, very kind. The ones who say the meanest things also, though, tend to try to stand behind religion. And we know that that's not a good representation of it, but
they're the ones that stick out in your mind because they use it as a weapon.
They use it as a weapon, and weaponizing religion is insane, I think.
Yeah.
But we are all for peace, love, whoever, worship whatever you want to worship. I was not in any way saying anything derogatory about her being a good Christian woman. That is literally the terms that she would use to us. Mm-hmm. And so if that did offend anybody, I do want to apologize for that. And also me talking about her possibly poisoning our trees. I'm like 99.9% positive, because there were times that we would see her hand over the fence pouring things. She would throw food at our dogs to the point where we no longer let our dogs outside because we weren't sure what she was throwing over the fence.
That's not even the top 10 of the worst things.
That's not even the top 10.
Whatever.
It went on. We have video footage of everything. We have surveillance footage of everything. Her climbing the fence. It was just crazy. So I do want to apologize, though, for anybody who was offended me talking about saying a good Christian woman, because that was not my intent. I was just quoting. Yeah.
And the last video from last week was this gazebo wasn't in our backyard plans, and the first question was from Mary Alice, and she said, Robbie and Brent, the new gazebo is awesome. It looks perfect in that space. By the way, Robbie, have you checked your garden gloves to make sure your wedding ring isn't in one of them? It could have slipped off when you pulled the glove off. Just a thought. You two take care, and best wishes from Virginia.
I wish my wedding ring was in a glove, but it is not. I have photo evidence of me wearing it at the lake, and then I have photo evidence of me not wearing it at the lake. So I know it's at the bottom of Lake Tahoe. If anyone wants to go finding it, feel free. I have no clue where at in the lake. I don't know at what point of the day. All I know is it was there, and then it was not there. So kind of a bummer. And I'm still not wearing a new ring. This is my $15 Amazon ring. It's great for the time being. It's slightly tarnished already, but I've been wearing it every single day. I wear it like 24/7. I wear it in the shower. I wear it in the garden. I wear it digging. It is dirty. It is gross. But I do think that this is the style of ring that I want. It's like a, I don't want these ones. These are like oval cut. I want like an emerald cut. Emerald cut has been my favorite cut of diamond for literally ever. And I want this eternity band of diamonds all the way around. That is my goal. I think I'm just going to go with like lab grown, because obviously I'm going to lose my ring. So we don't need the real thing. We'll just go with like lab grown or like moissanite or something like that. But the ring budget, bought the gazebo instead.
And the next question is from Marcia. She said, looks nice. Question, did you have to bolt the gazebo down into your concrete base, or is it freestanding?
We did bolt it down. We do get a decent amount of wind here, so we did bolt it down. I would recommend anybody bolt it down, wind or not. It's just kind of the smart thing to do. But yeah, we used masonry drill bit and masonry screws, and each one of these posts can be screwed down. Our last one was also screwed down, so it was solid. So definitely recommend it. Could get a windstorm and it could fly off. So screw it down to attach it to your cement slab, so that way It doesn't go anywhere.
Otherwise, it becomes a very expensive kite.
very expensive kite. Very expensive.
And the last question from that video is from Sheila. And she had said, wait, both of you are lefties? Wow. What's in that pot to the left? It's huge.
We are both lefties. It's very convenient when we go out to restaurants or anything like that. It's very nice that we are both lefties. Because being a lefty and being around people who are right-handed, everything is so inconvenient. We're the inconvenience. And so us both being lefties, it's really nice. We don't even think about it. And then the plant that you saw, it is a Kilmarnock willow. It is massive. I think it's like 4 years old at this point, maybe. We have it in a terracotta pot. It's been in the same terracotta pot forever. I love the tree. It's fabulous. It gets beautiful catkins in the springtime. And then it gets lots of pollen from its catkins. And then it's a really good dwarf patio tree. I think it's like 8 feet tall or something like that is how tall it gets at maturity. So it stays very small in the landscape. This one is probably about as max as it's going to get in a container. And then we do fertilize it twice a year. And then it gets irrigation twice a day.
Yep.
But it's a great little tree.
Yep.
And I think that is going to be it for this video. Mosquitoes have come out, and bugs have come out, and we are running out of daylight. So we hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for visiting our garden. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe to this channel, make sure you're subscribed. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe to the other channel, make sure you're subscribed. Also, check if you're still subscribed because YouTube has been unsubscribing people. We would greatly appreciate it. Thanks so much for hanging out with us.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Brad.